Hey, Rhonda girl. Hey, so I wanted to talk to you, so I decided to make you a video. So sometime today, hopefully you turn me on so I can chat with you. I'll try not to keep this really long, obviously, because you're super busy. But I just, first of all, I know you're not trying to get free stuff from me, girl, okay? There are some really, really great tools, little things that have been given to me that has helped me so much in different areas, and I want to share them with you. So I will send you over that meal plan, which is just like a really nice, easy way to kind of see some ideas, some recipes, and kind of like what you should be fueling your body with throughout the day. Your meals sound great. I'm just wondering also if maybe you're like not having enough of some things and having maybe a little too much of another, or maybe just not fueling your body with enough. You know what I mean? So that could play a little bit a part into it too. Your sleep, huge. I would love to help you any way that I can if you want me to. And I truly care about you and about getting to your goals, like feeling better, feeling healthy, just feeling comfortable in your own skin. I know what it's like not to. And I had dealt with depression and anxiety for a really long time. I don't know if you knew anything about what happened to me, but about 4 years ago, everything just kind of came crashing. For about 6 to 7 years before that, I had been on anxiety medication for that long, and it wasn't helping. I don't know why I was still taking it. But I was 40 pounds overweight, and I was using food as comfort, and I was trying all the quick fixes, and nothing was working. So then I kept feeling like I was failing, and that I couldn't get to where I wanted. And I would cry in my closet literally almost every single time that my husband wanted to go somewhere and do something, and we were invited to something, because I couldn't find anything that I felt comfortable in, and that I felt like I looked good in, and that I felt good in. So I used to always complain and not want to go and do things when he would say something. So he got to a point where he felt like I just didn't want to go out anymore. I didn't want to go and hang out with him or be with him. I got really cranky and resentful. And I got to a point where I would push him off of me a lot because I was embarrassed. Like he'd come home and try and put his arms around me and say hi. And I was at the kitchen sink or whatever. And I'd push him off, and I didn't want him to feel those roles. I was embarrassed. I was uncomfortable. And that started putting a toll on our marriage. And he thought I just didn't want to be with him, or I didn't love him. He'd walk in the door, and instead of smiling and saying, "How are you?" and greeting him and being excited to see him, I would dump on him everything that happened with the kids that day, things that maybe didn't go right, things that broke on me, kids not listening. It was really hard, because it got to where my husband really just didn't know what to do. We became roommates, and just kind of stopped communicating and started getting really resentful with each other. So when we did speak to each other, there was always a tone, and it wasn't nice. And it took him leaving. He moved out for a month and 4 days, and 4 years ago. And at that point is when I kind of fell to my knees, and I didn't know what to do, and I didn't know how to fix it. And I immediately stopped taking my anxiety medication, because I realized it was never doing anything for me, and that wasn't going to be the answer. So I just stopped. And I had to just, like I said, fall to my knees and kind of just give my heart over. That was kind of when I found my faith again. But I had a hard time. I had to just try and work on me and pray and hope that he would see that and that he would want to start again and fix it, fix us. So it took that long for him to see what was happening, but I ended up finding out a friend that did these challenge groups and these accountability online private groups, and she invited me to one. And I knew I needed to make some positive changes for myself so that I started feeling better about me, because my whole identity was just wrapped up in trying to be super mom and super wife, and had the fake smile on for everybody and trying to do everything for everyone and never saying no. And that just wasn't working for me. Nobody noticed that I was in such a depression. So I decided to jump on board with her because she told me that these groups were for not only health and fitness, but for accountability, and that, you start just really changing how you feel about yourself and how you think about yourself, which I knew I needed. So I jumped in, and I was wrapped in so much love from these unconditional, loving, non-judgmental people. It was incredible, and I didn't realize it at the time until then, that I needed that, I think, most of all, to really help change my thoughts about myself and realize that I can do hard things. I can do this. I can reach my goals. I can feel better about myself and be the person I want to be, and love myself, and be happy about me, and therefore I can be joyful and be that mom and wife that I want to be, but I wasn't. I lost my temper all the time with the kids just because I would get so frustrated and so stressed out all the time. And not only was that a life change for me with this group, but it was also learning how to eat the way I needed to eat, in portions, and everything. And honestly, I'm extremely thankful for the Shakeology. That is one of our products, because my body, I didn't realize, was lacking so much nutrients, and my energy level went up, my cravings went down. I was feeling so much better, and it's not, so much, it's not about drinking shakes. It was, one a day, so it was like my super multivitamin. Not a big breakfast eater, so it worked for me in the mornings, and filled me up. I didn't have any low blood sugar attacks anymore. They totally went away. The feeling of being tired and wanting to drink coffee throughout the day, or anything like that, my desire for that kind of went away. Like, I had my cup, 1 or 2 cups in the morning, and then I was good. Like, that's just what I like because it's nice and warm and fuzzy, but I didn't need it, you know what I mean, to have that energy kick anymore or things like that, because I was finally starting to feel good. And we can talk more about that if you have questions. Anyway, so I started exercising. I started using the programs on our Beachbody stuff, because you get like everything. It's like a gym. Like, you have every single program, and I love that because I started with something, and you can move on and challenge yourself, and they're fun, and they're designed so that they can work all of the different parts of the body on different days that you need to. So you start actually seeing results really quickly, and like, I used it all as like a recipe, and it worked. Like, I lost 7 pounds and 7 inches in the first week, and then just continued. Like, I lost 40 pounds in 3 months. So anyway, whatever you want, I'm here for you. Whether, I would love to add you to my free group, which is called One Step at a Time. And, there's the tools and things that I share in there to kind of help you take baby steps. I'll send you over that meal plan. There's that grocery list, meal or prepping week for the week, that I'll send you to, because that was super, super helpful for me. And we can go over that if you want. But anyway, my husband keeps trying to call me. I gotta go. I love you, and I'll talk to you later, and whatever I've got, I'll help you with, and one step at a time. Okay, bye, sweetie.